What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I know we had a great Christmas, but it has been freaking cold, man. I mean, wow. Kind of cold that we are certainly not accustomed to down here. Miserable cold. We seen it got down to, I think, 11 degrees right here where I live, and that's the lowest. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't think, other than maybe when I was deployed, have I ever felt 11 degrees, and I'm not sure I felt it then, but it sucked. Not a huge fan of the cold, which, you know, of course I already knew that. You know, I tell my wife all the time, if we ever leave Alabama, we are headed south. We're not, there's zero chance in us moving north, even a single mile. I'm not moving north. I hate the cold weather. It's awful. You can't get anything done. Some of the least productive days I have ever had in my life have been during the winter. It's just absolutely miserable. But look, this is something I realized yesterday. Yesterday I went to do a winterization on a property, and of all the winterizations that I've done for the years that I've been doing them, yesterday was the very first time I ever went into a house to do a winterization and it was frozen. And to be honest with you, I was kind of like a brand new day one rookie. I didn't have a clue on what to do. You know, as far as getting the water to unfreeze, the water heater thankfully was not froze, but the toilets were. And you know, I never really laid out a real clear strategy on what I would do in that situation. So, you know, I'm afraid to admit what we did. Yeah, I did get it unthawed. It was a pretty lengthy process. I'm not proud of myself, you know, so we ended up taking a butane torch, and that was how we did it. So I don't know how you guys up north do it, but that was just kind of a fly by the seat. Had to do it with what I had type deal, so try not to judge me too much. But I did get the water to thaw out, and I was able to vacuum it out and carry on with what I had to do. And I'm just so freaking thankful that the water heater wasn't froze, because as I was there doing it, I'm thinking, like, what in the heck do these guys who live up in these super cold states do when they come in here and everything's frozen? And you know, I thought about it some last night, and I still hadn't come up with any bright ideas. So I'd be curious. I really have thought about reaching out to someone on Facebook whom I know does this up north and has been in the game for a while, and just kind of poaching some information off of them, because like I said yesterday, it was the first time, you know, I'd ever walked into a house where there was any frozen water, and it was not fun. But I was also thinking, like, all of these winterizations we've done around here, and all of these winterizations that other people have done around here, that, you know, in the South, you're really, really kind of sheltered, because you do all of these winterizations, and, you know, I know that we do them right, but they never really get put to the test. You know, it never gets cold enough, you know, for anything really to get put to the test. I mean, it gets below freezing every now and then, but maybe once or twice a year it gets below freezing, and when it does, it's only brief. It's never like 3 days of well below freezing like it has been. So there's a lot of winterizations some people have done around here that got put to the test over the last several days. And you know, I'm going to be curious to see what happens coming out of this, because I imagine there's going to be quite a few assets, you know, down around the Super South, you know, that's going to have some plumbing issues. Because like I said in the past videos, I've been behind some guys that done some questionable work, and that questionable work probably didn't hold up too well over the last 3 days. So, but you know, the funniest takeaway was just how without any answer I was when I come up to a house that had frozen water. You know, I mean, really, I mean, you live down here, and that's just one thing that you never imagine is I mean, I don't think it's ever even crossed my mind that I might walk into, I see it, because because obviously if you're in this industry and you've been in this industry a while, you know, you've read through enough of these questionnaires to where you obviously know that you can walk into a property and everything be completely frozen. But I obviously thought we was immune to that because of where I live geographically and how not so far away from the equator we actually are. But it was certainly a experience that I hope to God I never have to go through again. And like I said, for all you guys who live up north, I do not envy you. So I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year. I just thought I would drop in and kind of talk about that briefly, because like I said, I was ashamed of myself for sure yesterday, and then like I said, I got to thinking about all these winterizations. So we'll see how everything goes. But listen, going into 2023, I hope everybody gets as much work as you can do in 365 days, and not an ounce more, but absolutely not an ounce less. So I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.